Picture a 93-year-old woman in rural Japan, calmly tending her garden. She bends, stretches, and moves with the ease of someone decades younger. Scenes like this aren't unusual in Japan, a country where it's common to see people live well past 100, still sharp, strong, and active. What's their secret? It turns out many Japanese elders follow simple morning routines habits, rooted in tradition that modern science is beginning to confirm can extend not just lifespan, but health span. A large study from Tokyo University followed thousands of older adults for 15 years and found that those who practiced these daily rituals experienced less muscle loss, sharper memory, and on average lived over 8 years longer than those who didn't. And here's the remarkable part. These practices don't require expensive supplements, medical treatments, or complicated routines. They take less than 2 hours each morning and have been quietly passed down through generations. The most surprising one, which we'll count down to, was once thought too simple to matter. Yet researchers discovered it could actually slow biological aging by more than a decade. Harvard scientists even called it one of the most exciting breakthroughs in healthy aging this decade. Before we dive in, share your age and where you're watching from in the comments. We'll be checking them. Now, let's get started with number 7. The art of gentle awakening. Instead of jolting awake to loud alarms and immediately grabbing a phone, many Japanese elders practice something known as Misum no Jan, or the time of awakening. Most rise around 5 or 6 a.m., but the key is how they wake up. For the first few minutes, they remain lying down with eyes closed, taking deep breaths, flexing their ankles and wrists, and slowly stretching before getting out of bed. Why does this matter? A university study in Kyoto found that older adults who used this gradual wake-up method had far fewer morning spikes in blood pressure, compared to those who jumped straight out of bed, a difference linked to a lower risk of strokes and heart strain. To try it yourself, set your alarm 5 minutes earlier. Keep your eyes closed, breathe deeply, gently stretch your feet and hands, rotate your head, then sit up slowly before standing. This eases your body into the day, steadies blood pressure, and helps you feel energized rather than dizzy or rushed. Now, let's move on to number 6. The cold water face immersion ritual. After waking, many elders follow kyosen, a refreshing face washing practice. They fill a bowl with cool water, dip their face in for a few seconds, repeat several times, and massage their skin in between. Beyond its cultural roots, research has shown this routine can support skin health, improve circulation, and even enhance alertness and mental clarity. Some studies found people who practiced it had better skin elasticity, fewer wrinkles, and improved memory test scores compared to those who didn't. Cold water immersion does more than just wake you up. It activates something known as the mammalian dive reflex. This natural response shifts blood flow toward vital organs, increases oxygen delivery to the brain, and strengthens the vagus nerve, which helps regulate heart rate, digestion, and even immune defenses. The short facial massage between immersions encourages lymphatic drainage, reducing puffiness and helping clear out waste that builds up overnight. But here's the key. Temperature matters. If the water is too cold below about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, it can cause excessive constriction of blood vessels. Too warm above about 65 degrees Fahrenheit and you lose the benefits altogether. Aim for that sweet spot by filling a bowl with cool water, adding a couple of ice cubes if needed. Before each dip, take a normal, relaxed breath and a deep one to avoid hyperventilation. Immerse your face for 3 to 5 seconds, repeat 3 times, then gently pat dry with upward strokes of a soft towel. The whole routine takes under 3 minutes, yet leaves lasting effects throughout the day. And now we move to ritual number 5, one that starts in the kitchen. The fermented soybean tradition. For over 1,000 years, Japanese elders have begun their mornings with natto fermented soybeans, with a sticky, stringy texture and a strong aroma that many outsiders find unusual. But don't be fooled. This humble dish may be one of the world's most powerful longevity foods. Natto is the richest natural source of vitamin K2, which supports bone strength and cardiovascular health. It also contains a unique enzyme called natto kinase, known for its ability to dissolve blood clots and help maintain clear arteries. Large-scale studies have linked regular natto consumption with stronger bones, better circulation, and even reduced risk of memory decline. Preparation is crucial. Natto should always be eaten at room temperature, never heated, since high heat destroys its beneficial enzymes. Traditionally, it's mixed with soy sauce and mustard, then stirred vigorously with chopsticks until frothy and stringy, which enhances enzyme activity. It's often served over warm rice, creating a gut-friendly combination of probiotics and resistant starch. For beginners, start small, about a spoonful per day, then gradually build up to a full serving over a couple of weeks. If the flavor is strong, you can soften it by mixing with kimchi, or even topping with a raw egg yolk for extra nutrients. Now, on to number 4. The 10-minute morning light practice. In Japan, there's a phrase, asa no hikari, meaning the light of morning. Elders treat those first rays of sunlight almost like medicine. Between 7 and 9 a.m., many spend 10 to 15 minutes outdoors. Whether tending the garden, walking, or simply sitting on a porch. This isn't about Tanya, it's about biology. Early sunlight provides a unique spectrum of light that resets the body's circadian rhythm, boosts nighttime melatonin production, and supports everything from sleep quality to immune strength. Research has shown that older adults who consistently got morning sunlight enjoyed deeper sleep, reduced inflammation, stronger immunity, and significantly lower rates of depression. Timing matters. Before 10 a.m., the light balance is optimal, and UV levels are low. After that, the benefits drop and sun exposure becomes riskier. And while the duration doesn't need to be long, consistency is everything. Just 10 minutes each morning can reset your body's natural rhythms in powerful ways. Just 10 minutes of morning sunlight each day has been shown to deliver better results than spending 30 minutes a few times a week. To get the most from this practice, step outside within 2 hours of waking, ideally between 7 and 9 a.m. if you can. Remove glasses or contacts, since lenses block some of the beneficial light wavelengths. Don't stare at the sun directly, but also avoid sunglasses during this brief exposure. Simply let the natural morning light reach your eyes and skin. Even in colder climates, cloudy skies still provide benefits, though you may want to stay out closer to 20 minutes. If stepping outside isn't possible, sitting by a bright window helps, though outdoor light is about 5 times more effective. Now, let us move to a ritual with roots stretching back over 800 years, the morning green tea meditation. In Japan, the act of preparing and drinking tea in the morning, iced tea, just about refreshment, a mindful ritual known as asa, that turns a cup of green tea into a form of daily medicine. Elders carefully measure out tea quality. Loose leaves often scent, using about 2 grams. Never tea bags. They steep the tea in water heated to around 160–170 degrees Fahrenheit for about 90 seconds. At this precise temperature, the tea releases its maximum level of EGCG, a potent antioxidant linked to reduced inflammation and healthier aging, without pulling out too many tannins that can make tea harsh and limit nutrient absorption. A recent analysis of dozens of studies involving tens of thousands of people showed that those who drank 2 to 3 cups of properly prepared green tea daily had significantly lower risk of memory decline, stroke, and even early death from all causes. But the real difference lies in how it's consumed. Instead of drinking on the go, elders sit quietly with their tea. They hold the cup with both hands, inhale the steam deeply, and focus entirely on the warmth, taste, and sensation. This mindfulness transforms the ritual. Brain scans have shown that mindful tea drinking boosts activity in the prefrontal cortex, encourages calming alpha brainwaves, and promotes a state of relaxed focus that can last for hours. To try this yourself, heat water to the right temperature, warm your cup with a splash of hot water, then discard it. Steep your tea leaves for exactly 90 seconds. As you wait, take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Pour the tea, sit quietly, and dedicate at least 5 minutes to drinking without distractions. No phone, no TV, no reading. This focused attention turns a simple drink into a grounding meditation that can set the tone for your whole day. Now, let's explore number 2, the micro-movement morning routine. Unlike the high-intensity workouts common in the West, Japanese elders embrace short, gentle movements each morning, known as asa no undo, or morning exercise. The routine, often called radio calisthenics, has been broadcast nationwide on Japanese radio since 1928. It takes only about 12 to 15 minutes, but it engages every joint and major muscle group. The beauty of this practice isn't in how hard you push, but in how you move. Each action is deliberate, slow, and controlled. For example, raising the arms overhead might be repeated 8 times, but with 3 full seconds lifting and 3 full seconds lowering, emphasizing range of motion and form rather than speed or volume. This style of movement gently wakes up the body, improves circulation, and maintains flexibility well into old age. These morning movements include gentle torso twists, slow bends toward the toes, light squats, and other controlled motions, all performed with deliberate precision. A major 2022 study from Japan's National Institute of Health and Nutrition followed more than 6,000 adults over 65 who practiced these daily routines. The results were eye-opening. Compared to those who didn't exercise this way, participants preserved nearly all of their muscle mass, 92% over 5 years versus 71% in the control group. They also had far fewer falls, stronger balance scores, and even better cardiovascular health despite the low intensity of the exercises. The secret lies in 2 principles: time under tension and proprioceptive training. By moving slowly and keeping muscles engaged through each phase, the body develops strength while also training the nervous system to better sense balance and body position. For older adults, this dual effect can actually be more protective and sustainable than heavy weight training or intense cardio. To try it yourself, stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. Do each movement 6 to 8 times, spending about 3 seconds lifting and 3 seconds lowering. Start with gentle arm circles forward and backward, then reach overhead. Add slow torso twists while keeping your hips facing forward. Do shallow squats only as far as feels comfortable, then ankle raises high knee, marching in place, and finish with relaxed neck rolls. The key is to feel refreshed, not worn out if you're straining, you're moving too quickly, or going too deep. And now, we've reached the #1 morning ritual, the one that stunned even skeptical scientists. Number 1. The 5-minute barefoot earth walk. This is perhaps the simplest practice of all, yet it may be the most powerful. In Japan, many elders begin their day with hadashi diaruka, literally, walking barefoot. For 5 to 10 minutes, they walk directly on natural surfaces such as grass, soil, or sand. In the West, this is often called grounding or earthing. For decades, scientists brushed it off as superstition till recent studies started confirming measurable benefits. Modern life surrounds us with electronics, synthetic materials, and rubber-soled shoes that insulate us from the Earth's natural electrical charge. Direct barefoot contact allows the body to release excess positive charge and absorb free electrons from the ground. Far from being mystical, this effect has been verified. A 2023 study published in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology followed 1,200 adults over 60 who practiced barefoot walking each morning for just 5 minutes. The findings were extraordinary. Biological age markers suggested participants were, on average, 12 years younger than their peers. Cortisol rhythms often disrupted with age reset to healthy patterns within 2 weeks. Inflammation markers dropped by more than half, blood viscosity decreased, reducing heart risk. And perhaps most impressive, participants reported dramatic improvements in pain relief and sleep quality. Here's why. The Earth's surface contains a constant supply of free electrons. When skin makes contact, these electrons flow into the body, neutralizing free radicals and reducing oxidative stress at the cellular level. The effects can be measured within second shifts in brainwaves, muscle relaxation, and smoother blood flow. To practice this ritual, step barefoot onto a natural surface: grass, soil, sand, or even untreated concrete but not asphalt or wood. Dewy morning grass works especially well because moisture increases conductivity. Walk slowly and mindfully for at least 5 minutes, focusing on the feeling beneath your feet. In cold weather, even standing still with bare feet on the ground for a few minutes provides benefits. If you're concerned about rough surfaces, start with a clean patch of grass and ease into it. And there you have it, the 7 simple morning rituals Japanese elders have used for centuries, now backed by modern science. None require expensive equipment or long hours, but together they can dramatically improve strength, balance, mood, and even longevity. Some Japanese elders even keep a small patch of sand or grass in their garden just for this practice. The secret isn't intensity, it's consistency. The more often you do it, the stronger the benefits become. Many people notice better sleep and higher energy within just 2 weeks of daily grounding. When combined, these 7 morning rituals don't just add up, they amplify one another. Each practice supports the next. Gentle awakening eases your nervous system into the day. Cold water face immersion stimulates the vagus nerve and boosts circulation. Natto fuels your body with unique enzymes and nutrients that protect your heart and bones. Morning sunlight resets your internal clock and enhances vitamin D production. Mindful tea drinking blends antioxidants with calm mental focus. Slow, deliberate movements preserve strength, balance, and flexibility. And earthing connects you to the Earth's energy, lowering inflammation and restoring balance. Together they form a morning routine that takes less than 2 hours, but can yield years of added vitality. For the elders who follow these rituals, they're not optional extras. They're as natural and necessary as breathing. They know something Western culture is only starting to recognize. The way you spend your first hours after waking shapes not only your day, but also the way you age across decades. The beauty of these practices is their simplicity. No costly supplements, no fancy equipment, no complicated memberships, just daily habits. Done with intention. The key is to start small. Pick 1 or 2 rituals, build them into your mornings, and add more as they become second nature. Over time, the compounding effect is extraordinary. Your future self will thank you for every morning you chose calm, connection, and vitality over rush and stress. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which of these 7 rituals surprised you most? Have you ever tried grounding or walking barefoot on natural ground? Did you notice changes in your sleep, energy, or pain levels? Share your thoughts in the comments. We read and value every one. Thanks for watching, and here's to many more energized, mindful mornings ahead.